Back again with another multi-denomination hunt. We've got 10 rolls of each, 10 rolls of quarters, 10 rolls of nickels, 10 rolls of pennies. Well, and only one roll of halves because one of my banks, like I said, only gives me one roll of each denomination. But that one bank that only gives me the one rolls had a surprise for me. I took back some change today. And if you look right there, all of these were in the reject bin. I totaled them all up before I started this because I figured it'd be a little bit lesser time on the video. So there is $5.25 worth of spendable change here. This pile here, you might be wondering, is stuff that I could check for DDOs. There's some 60Ds and 97 and 83, and then this is a 2019 Michigan. You can look for doubling in the motto here. And then we had a couple of just oddities. We have got, you look right here, this right here is a family fun park, Thunder Road. This is one of our local go-kart parks, and this is for the arcade there. So I can go spin this in one of the machines if I remember correctly. And this one here is a vacuum token for the red carpet. This is a drive-through car wash that you can use at a local gas station. So if I want to go vacuum a truck or a car, or maybe if I just want to vacuum out my backpack because I ain't got a vehicle at the time, I can go use their vacuum. All right, let me clear this stuff out of the way. I'll put these to the side until I get ready to start looking for varieties and all these other coins. And then we'll open that one roll live, because the last time I picked up a roll from this bank, I did a short on it. And I got called out saying that I didn't actually open it live and it was rigged, but hopefully we find silver in this one as well. Give me 2 seconds. We'll move this out of the way. Crack open that roll. All right, let's go ahead. I don't know how people do this. I usually, don't judge me, use my teeth and rip off the ends of these. It's so much easier because I don't like to grow my fingernails for one thing. But let's see if we get lucky in one roll this time. And no such luck this time. Let me do the drop test. Not hearing nothing silver or hollow, so let me lay these out. Check them for DDOs. See what we come up with, and we'll move on to those pennies. See you soon. Well, the half dollars were a bust, and the only thing I could even actually look at was a 77D in there for the double die. And I went ahead and checked all the rest of the stuff that I pulled aside from the bank slot, and none of those were any good. But I almost forgot that I had this in there. If you look right here, that's a 1969 with the Kennedy stamp facing Lincoln there. That was in the reject bin. So, one decent thing out of the reject bin, other than, of course, the vacuum my backpack token and arcade token. So, let me move these out of the way. And we'll go ahead and start off with these 10 rolls of pennies. I went to reach for the first roll and didn't even realize it. We've already got a Canadian. Hopefully, we find more than just Canadians. And that Canadian is going to be a 1993. Let me see if we get any wheatback enders here. Or wheatback showing out. I haven't even checked it yet. We're on roll 4. And we're at least going to get tied up with the Canadians because we got a wheat cent back. Let's see what we got here. Whoop. That's a 1944. There are some double dies on there that you can look for, and I will. And if I get them, I'll bring you in. If not, we'll move on. Sure wish this thing was made of zinc. Or I should say steel. Zinc coated. Well, maybe I'll dream about finding a 44 steel later tonight. Let me see if I find anything else in this roll. If not, we'll move on to the next. We're on roll 6, and one coin from being an ender. We got wheat cent number 2. Looks like it's pretty. Ooh, gross. Beat up. But it's a wheat cent nonetheless. And it's another 1944, this time from Denver. Looks like it's going to need a little bit of a soaking in some olive oil. Alright, let's see what else we can find. We're on roll 9, and it's tied up. We got 2 wheats and 2 Canadians. This one being a 1994. Canadian number 2. One more roll. Hopefully we can break the tie in the U.S. favor, that is. Well, they're done, and we didn't break the tie. We got 2 Canadians, 2 wheats, the 44s, 44D and 44. And we got the 2 Canadians, 94 and 93. And then I did come up with, it's a pretty decent 1968S. I checked it for doubling because there's some nice doubling on these. I didn't see it, but it's definitely going to go into my San Francisco rolls. So let me clear out these Lincolns and Canadians, I should say, and we'll get into these 10 rolls of nickels. We're on roll for the nickels, and I just got them splayed out here. And if you look back there, we got a date, and it is going to be a 1947 from Philadelphia. First find of the box, or nickels, and we got a 47. We're on roll 6, and we're going to get our second find, and that's a 1953 from Denver. And the last roll that I went through was actually nothing but 2019s. The only good thing about that was they were 2019 Philadelphias, and there is a double DDR on there, so I didn't find any, but at least they were Phillies, and I could check them for varieties. Same roll, and we got another 50. This one is a 1 year older, 1952 from San Francisco. We're on the 9th roll, and we're going to get a 1958 from Denver. Well, there was nothing left in that last roll, but we did end up with a 40s, 1947, and 3 from the 50s. And if it was in a little better shape, I would keep that 52S, just because I love the estimate mark. But it's definitely seen some battle scars. Yeah, I don't know if that, well, it might actually come off. I might just end up keeping that one. So let me get this stuff out of the way, and hopefully these quarters turn out something good. Well, the quarters were a bust. All I came up with was 4 bicentennials to check for DDOs. Didn't find any. So all in all, not the most exciting hunt. I would say the best thing that I found out of the whole thing was in the reject bin. That's 69 counter snap, or most interesting anyways. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. But I did get told by the one bank that I stopped at today that there is no limitation on rolls anymore. So I might actually be able to get boxes here soon. So until next time, everybody, I'm going to post a link right there for my eBay page. Check it out. I put a lot of my stuff on there, so check it out. You might need something that I have or want something that I got. So I'll also post a link down below for some of the sites that I look up the varieties on these coins for. I think tomorrow I might go and see if I can spend that token in the arcade. So until next time, everybody, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.